next day. Whoa. As you might expect, I was pretty sleepy. Dopey? Yeah, I couldn't sleep enough last night, which is why I did dope. I went stargazing. Yeah, Pon's Winnicky, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Yeah, I saw 8 in total. Yeah, but just a few. Things like what? Huh? Yeah. It sounded like there was a deeper meaning. Well, it was just a waste of time to mull over each of his words. No, it's not. I feel like there's a big clue behind that. It's not a waste of time. I arrived in the classroom. Morning, Komari-san. Morning, sleepyhead. Yeah, I knew it. Of course, if I'm tired, then she's gotta be tired too. She shook her head. She rubbed her eyes. She's sleeping. She was already nodding off. And she smacked her head on the pencil box on her desk. You look so sleepy. Tell that to your head. As I had suspected, it looked like she really wasn't good at staying up. Lunchtime, on the way to the roof. She seemed to have gone there ahead of me. She looked sleepy all morning, so I suspected she'd be sleeping again. And there she is. Sleeping. It's gotta be like just relaxing, right? To sleep under the sunlight right there. I knew it. She seemed to have slid down from the water tank she had been leaning against, and her belly was now totally exposed. I see it. Shit, wrong button. There we go. While also holding a waffle at the same time. That's a waffle, right? She's so defenseless. Don't worry, I won't do anything. Was I supposed to fix her clothes? But it would be troublesome if she woke up right in the middle of me doing that. It probably wouldn't matter if I let her keep sleeping there, since it was warm today. Fix her clothes, leave her alone. Even though it can cause severe misunderstandings if I get caught in the middle of it, we're doing her a favor. It wouldn't be good if she got a sore stomach. Yeah, or maybe like, you know, she gets sick. That could happen too. Or I was too embarrassed to see her like this. I have to make it without waking her up. I carefully grasped the hem of her shirt. Oh, she noticed. She doesn't seem to be like a heavy sleeper. Oh gosh, just quickly back away, just pretend. Turn around and whistle. Nothing is going on, Komari-chan. Our eyes met. And of course, I was still holding her shirt. No, dude, you gotta be quick. You gotta pull back your hands. What was worse was that her belly was wholly exposed. It's not what it looks like. It's not what it looks like. Come on, I mean, actually, the roof would be the perfect place to do that. If I ever were to, which I would never do. I'm fixing it. I'm just fixing it. She was in a panic. I know. Trust me, I'm aware of that, okay? That's what you're thinking? That's what you're thinking, Komari? That she isn't even against it? She's like, this is too quick. Too quick, Riki-kun. I'm sorry. Can you please let me explain? She was utterly upset. You were sleeping with your belly exposed. In other words, I was just trying to cover it. Yeah, I actually didn't want to see your belly, okay? Ugh. Once again, Komari. Well, I'm responsible too, but basically, yes. It's okay, it's okay. It was pretty easy to get the wrong idea here. It's okay, Komari. Uh-huh. I shouldn't have. I'm sorry.
Riki-kun は悪くないんじゃ。私が勝手に勘違いしただけだし。
But I am the one who gave you the wrong idea.
じゃあ、まず私がごめんなさい。
You're sorry? She bowed her head.
それで、リキ君もごめんなさい。
Okay, I guess we'll both apologize. Okay, I'm sorry.
これでバッチリ OK!
I love how, like, for her, everything is so easily, simply solved. But, like, this is something that doesn't apply to everything, right? Some things are just very complicated, some things are easy. And a lot of, I feel like, for the things that are easy, her approach or her method is perfect, right? But a lot of people actually make the simple, easy things more complicated than it needs to be. So, in some sense, this works perfectly and it's actually good, but in some sense as well, if it's like really complicated, then it just brushes over a lot of things that you probably shouldn't. But I just like how, I guess, easygoing she is about this stuff. Like, you know what? Okay, you'll apologize, I'll apologize, then it's all done. Or like, just it never happened, okay? You forget it, I forget it, and then boom, never happened. That was the solution she usually took. What's wrong?
なんか夢見てたような気がするんだけど。
Uh-oh. About her brother again?
忘れちゃった。
Ah, damn, because I interrupted her? It was probably because the dream wasn't that important in the first place.
そうかもしれない。でも、なんだか大切なことな気もするんだ。
Uh-oh. Maybe I shouldn't have interrupted her then? Dreams. I recalled she told me her brother only appeared in her dreams. Ask her for details of the dream, suggest that she forgets about it. No. This whole brother thing and like, right? It's very important, mainly also because the old man in the old folks' home also has the last name Kamikita, which is one thing that I actually just sort of, I guess, really, I feel like the easiest solution to that I never even considered, that the old man could just be sort of Komari's grandfather, right? Because the thing is, he probably didn't marry into the family because as a man, I don't think you ever, maybe there's like a 99.9% chance, but you almost never take on the last name of the female, right? It's always the other way around. I mean, females have the choice to do so, but the man always keeps their last name, right? Which means that he was originally a Kamikita, meaning the old man didn't marry into the Kamikita family. This is all assuming that they're at least related, right? It's possible that they're both last name Kamikita while not being related, but that chance is pretty low, I'd say. But yeah, so I thought later, or actually before recording this, like, the old man could be her grandfather, right? Because I kind of just assumed that, because I went on this whole rant that it couldn't be like her father, or like it couldn't be the brother because he's way older than both of her parents. And yeah, so I just assumed that Komari just knew her grandparents, both of them, or they were already dead or something like that, but we don't know anything about that. So it is possible that, like, at a very young age, or she just never met her grandfather, for example, and that the old man could be, what was his name, Kojiro, right? That it could be her grandfather without she having ever known him. So that is a possibility. And I actually, this is something that I don't remember, if the last name of the name of the brother, right? I thought it started with a K, but there's a K in there somewhere. Now, the only reason I know this is because I watched part of the 4th episode of the anime where they showed the back of the book, of the drawing book, right? The picture book about the egg and the hen. And it did say Takuya on it. The name was Takuya. Now, I think it was also mentioned in that one particular episode a couple videos ago. I tried to look back on it, couldn't find it, however, not the specific moment. I looked very briefly. But yeah, so it could be that I'm kind of spoiled about that. I hope not, at least. But the name of the brother, or at least the person who wrote that picture book, is Takuya, not Kojiro. So those are definitely different people. But just the fact that there's like this whole mystery with the old man having the same last name, the whole brother aspect as well, but that she only sees in her dream, right? It has a different name than Kojiro, meaning that it could be like, I don't know, maybe that's the grandfather's not illegitimate son. I mean, that's a possibility too, maybe, but just another maybe child or grandchild that she just never met. I don't know, but this is way more important. We should never suggest that she forgets about it. Hell no. This is the interesting part of the route so far. Despite Komari as a character herself, of course. Any chance you could remember something about the dream? I mean, anything helps, right? I could get a hint from it. I really need you to do that. I mean, it's a mystery that I am interested in solving, and it also helps Komari, right? So, two birds with one stone. She pondered intently. She's still thinking. Although she was trying so hard, there seemed to be nothing coming to her. Looks like it's a bit too hard. Thanks for trying, though. You should eat lunch now. Oh, okay. It seemed as if she didn't like quitting halfway through something. That's a good attitude. You gotta stick with it. She wouldn't stop even after I'd finished my lunch. Damn, she's been thinking this long. I put in the work to help her. Maybe it had something to do with your brother? I mean, that's what I already assumed in the first place, but I knew it. So who was that after all? You mean the same dream? Okay, so it was different. I thought maybe she saw, like, in her dream, she saw the same dream, quote-unquote dream, or like scenario play over in her dreams over and over again. But if she says it's different, then I guess that's not it. Because that could be a possibility, maybe. I mean, I don't know shit about psychology or something. I don't even know if it's related to psychology. But it could be that maybe like sort of a traumatized experience, or an experience that you've forgotten, that it's reoccurs over and over in your dream, perhaps? I don't know, I'm completely making that up on the spot. I could be entirely wrong. She started thinking it over. Your brother showed up, right? He appears at various places. Really? White and fluttering things? Like doves? Or just birds, I guess? White and fluttering? Pigeons are gray. Pigeons are mostly gray. Doves can be white. Yeah, okay. If it's similar on the roof, like you often see it in I mean it's in books, stories, I mean probably animes, I don't know. I don't remember an anime, but like on the roof, that's often where birds just sort of chill, right? So it's possible. Seems like a fitting description. A roof-like place with white and fluttering things. I had no idea what that place might be. Fluttering, I mean the first thing that came to mind was just birds or doves, and specifically it could also be like flags, maybe? But why would you have white flags? We're not surrendering, we're not France. So, and they're fluttering. However, it might be an important clue leading to her brother. I mean, it could be that if someone were to ever live on the roof and they're drying out their clothes here or something, that flutters in the wind and they may primarily have white clothes, I don't know. But I definitely needed more information. The bell rang, signaling that there were 5 minutes until the next class. Quickly eat! She was, how should I say it, a peaceful person. We returned to our classroom. Although Komari-san was eating her lunch until the teacher came in, she couldn't finish it. God. Komari-san's voice rang out at the same time as her stomach grumbled.
なんだ、上北。昼飯ぐらいしっかり食っておけよ。
Kinda. The entire class was giggling. No one would have even noticed had she kept silence. After school, I was going to look into Komari-san's dreams. I wanted to know what meaning they might have in reality. As of now, Kojiro-san was the only one I could count on to find out something about her brother, Takuya Kamikita. Okay, so it did say it. Yeah, we do know here, Takuya Kamikita. Even so, I was still unsure whether he was really connected with the siblings. And above all, I had no reason to think he would give me a helping hand. Even though dreams were uncertain at best, and what Komari told me was unclear, it was worth an attempt. But I can't interpret dreams or any such thing. Searching seemed the only thing I could do, if only we were like a dream whisperer. I thought I might try to ask somebody to teach me about dreams. About dreams? Kyousuke or Kuragaya? Kuragaya? I feel like, I don't know, Kyousuke seems the dude that knows a lot about almost everything, if not just everything. But why do I mean, I don't even know, does that mean something? I feel like maybe I asked this at some point, but like the choices are there's one choice, even if there's more than two, one that's sort of, fuck, I didn't mean to click! Ah! I guess we gotta go with that one. I wanted to like say that, you know, I was going back and forth with my mouse between the choices, and I wanted to point out that Kuragaya's choice in this case was highlighted by looking a little bit greener-ish, or yellow-greenish, and then I accidentally clicked it. Well, I mean, I don't know. Kuragaya seems like a very smart person as well, right? So, I don't think I could have gone too wrong with asking either of the two, because they do seem like if I just have a question about anything, these would probably be the two people I would go to. But if it were more academic things, then I guess it would be Kuragaya, right? Because she's like a freaking genius. But if it were just, I think a lot of things in general and more life-specific things, Kyousuke would be the better person to go to, but whatever, we already accidentally picked. I caught her when she was leaving the classroom. Kuragaya-san, can we talk for a minute?
なんでしょうね、やぶから棒に。うん。まあ別段急ぐ用事もない。構わんが。
Thank you. We moved to the courtyard. She said that we would not use the place where we had tea party this time because it was only available when cutting class.
して、リキ君。一体私に聞きたいこととは？
I'd like you to teach me about dreams.
将来に対する漠然とした不安か？
Not those types of dreams, not dreams you want for like the future, but like actual dreams that you know, in your sleep.
うん。そうしたことで悩むのはとてもよろしいことだぞ。
No, I mean those which you see during sleep.
うん。何故突然そんなことで悩み始めるのか、皆目見当もつかんが。まあ、この私で力になれるならば聞こうじゃないか。
Can you interpret dreams?
できるわけないだろう。
Oh.
それは心理学の範疇になる。残念ながら私にそういった知識は圧倒的に不足しているのだよ。科学的に夢を説明することなら多少はできるが。
Yeah, I knew Kuragaya would take more of a scientific approach, right? Because I don't know, she's just a very good student, which made me think that she would just take this quote-unquote academic approach to things rather than, I mean, psychology is kind of, is it academia? I don't fucking know. But I feel like those are very sort of separated from each other, right? Although they might be connected in some ways, they are very different fields. Oh, can you please do that?
それこそわけがわからんぞ、少年。まあ、簡単にな。さて、まず夢というものは何か。実のところ、これを定義するものというのは未だない。人間の機能というものは、それぞれ何かしらの意義を持っているものだ。夢にはそれがない。全く無駄なものであるとも言える。
Generally. Really?
まあしかし夢の意義を唱える一説もある。
Theory? I fucking love theories, even if they're wrong. Let me hear it.
夢は記憶の整理を行う機能とする説だ。
Sort it out?
例えばだ、嫌なことがあってむしゃくしゃしていたが一晩経ったら何でもなく思えてきたという経験はないか？
Sure? I guess?
それは無意識下で夢がストレスを消化し忘れさせているというのがこの説だ。
Okay. Wow.
とは言ったものの、この説は夢というものを記録できない以上立証はできん。
Mm-hmm.
あくまで机上の空論ということだな。理屈的にはまあ正しいと言えるかもしれないが。
Yeah. Wait. Does that mean a dream can only consist of one's memories?
原則はそうだ。ただし夢に扱われる記憶は非常にカオス的だ。整合性のない夢を多く見るのはあらゆる記憶をひとまとめにしてデタラメに映像化しているためと言える。要するに普段は手前しか使わない引き出しを机からぶっこ抜いてごちゃ混ぜにするようなものだな。
I see. So, is it safe to say that all of your dreams are made out of your memories? That's something I kind of already knew, right? I sort of explained it already, right? With the faces. Like, even if it picks a face which you don't seem to recognize, it is a face that you at some point in your life had seen, even if it was just for like a split second in like the background of a moment in your life somewhere. It does pick things from your memories.
なかなか物分かりがいいぞ少年。今の理論だとそう解釈ができる。問題はまあそうだとは言い切れんことなんだが、さっき言った通り立証のしようもないからな。
Yeah, that's one thing about, right? Like, with a lot of scientific things, you want to test it, you want so that you can actually prove it, but in order to test something, you need to be able to record it in a sense, right? Or I mean, either record it visually, like by video, or actually test it and then write down your findings and stuff. But that's really hard to do because you can't both dream and then record it at the same time, and you can't actually go inside your head and record the dreams with any sort of machine or anything like that. So it's almost like, well, as of right now, right? It's impossible to confirm it.
マテリアルのないものは構築できん。それは万物不変の法則だ。そういった意味では信用するに足る理論になるんじゃないかと私は思うよ。
Alright, thank you.
こんなものでいいのか？
Very much so.
そもそも君がこんなことで悩むとはよくわからんのだが、あれか、陰夢か。少年たちの年頃はなかなか大変らしいな。
This is not about my dreams, okay? My dreams are perfectly fine. No, I don't dream.
それはそれで寂しいな。例えば、今日私とこうして会っていたことと、エッチなビデオを眺めていた記憶がごちゃ混ぜになって、素晴らしい陰夢を見る可能性だってあるのだぞ。
Oh, really now? I'm not that perverted.
私が少年だったら口惜しくてキリキリして夜もおちおち寝ていられん。お姉さんのエロい夢見てとか、パッション全開でいろいろブルンブルンさせることだろうよ。
Maybe when your route comes around, okay, Kurogaya? For now, I'm busy with Komari's dreams. Never in 1,000 years. Whoa, never say never, Riki.
まあ若いうちはいくらでも煩悩を抱えて生きるがいい。
I couldn't help but wonder which one of us was the one filled with earthly desires.
とりあえずこんなところで役に立てたかな。
Yeah, thanks.
何？ある種の悩みを抱えるのはせんなきことだ。気に病まぬようにな。
Even though a couple parts were abstruse, or abstruse, she had a knack for teaching. So, one thing we know for sure, right, that all of your dreams, or what you see in your dreams, what you experience in your dreams, it's all made up of memories, but it can all just be jumbles, bits and pieces of memories from, some things could be from like 10 years ago, something could be from yesterday, right? All those things combined in some weird, strange fashion, and that can make up a dream. But there is a very reoccurring theme in the sense that it's always about her brother, right? In Komari. But the thing is, it can't be something that's completely made up. Meaning that she must have had a brother? Right? I guess that's kind of safe to confirm then? Or at least assume at this point? That she must have had a brother. It's not just something she either made up or the dreams made or whatever, right? I guess that's one thing that we can kind of confirm already. Alright, well, the next day, lunchtime. I headed to the roof like any other day. Huh? I could hear people talking. Who is there with her? I peeped out of the window. It was Komari-san and Rin up there. Hey, both of them? Ah! Why is Rin here? I mean, I got the feeling that they kinda got well along with each other, I guess.
これはね、願い星なんだよ。願い星？うん。お願い事があってね、叶いますようにってずっと昔からつけてるんだ。
They were chatting cheerfully. I didn't know they were getting along that well. It roused a deep emotion somewhat within me. Happiness? Komari-san was talking to Rin so happily. Komari-san's wish. Could it be one about her brother? She had been worried about him all along. I had been planning to talk to her about her dreams. However, I was now hesitating to do so. We can do it another time, I guess.
でもこれは秘密だからあんまり話しちゃいけないんだよ。そうなのか。わかった。約束だ。
I thought I should not interrupt them, nor keep eavesdropping. I left the place. When I reached the lower hallway, I ran across Kyousuke.
どうした？妙なところから現れたな。
Nothing, really. Komari-san is with Rin right now, and I just didn't want to interrupt them.
そうか。
He smiled a little happily.
最近のリンはそこかしこからも引っ張りだこだからな。
I know, right? It's so great to see her getting involved and just along with other people that aren't us. How so?
女子メンバーが特会引っかえ、リンと昼休みに過ごしているみたいだ。
Really now? Damn, Rin! She's actually been getting around with all the other girls. Holy crap! Really? Whoa! That was hard to believe, because she had always insisted on staying with us childhood friends. But it was truly good to know that she was getting along with people other than us. What?
お前も最近は他の誰かとばっかりだからな。まさかも寂しがってたぞ。
True, but hey, I mean, Masato may say he's lonely, but is he ever really lonely? As long as he's got his muscles. I mean, let's be real here. As long as he can work out, he's never truly lonely, okay? He must be right.
じゃあ今日はマサトとケンゴも集めて教室で食うか？
But yeah, that doesn't mean I should neglect them, right? Good idea. Kyousuke called them, and the four of us enjoyed lunch together for the first time in a long while. Evening. I was thinking back on what had happened so far, sitting on the windowsill. Memory drawers. I could say at least that Komari-san had different memories related to her brother, or somebody like him. Wait, but it was also perfectly possible that her memories of some male character, of some fictional story had become parts of these dreams of her brother appearing. That's also possible. What I learned might not help at all.
やべえ、シーツにお茶こぼしちまった。
Masato exclaimed loudly from inside the room. What are you doing, Masato?
仕方ねえだろ。エキスパンダーのスプリングが切れたんだよ。
Why did you have the tea with
ペット
you?
ボトルを直撃したからよかったものの、俺の方に飛んできてたらと思うとゾッとするぜ。
What's more horrible is that you've got enough muscle to break your expander. First of all, you might want to hang the sheet out to dry and use another one.
ああ、すまねえな。
He held out the bedsheet toward me. Why me, dude? I thought you were gonna do it. I just gave you the advice, not that I was gonna do it for you. You always make me take care of this kind of thing. Do it yourself for once.
Alright,
I trust your muscles, dude. I really can't imagine how that's possible, but entertain me.
そのうちあまりに発達した筋肉が分裂。俺の分身が大量発生する。
It's not mitosis or something. It's not gonna happen. It doesn't work that way. What?
そして小人のように身の回りの世話をしてくれるのさ。
If that were ever possible, it would be kind of cool, but you're living in a dream world, dude. An image of a bunch of tiny Masatos cleaning our room and shouting, "Muscles! Muscles!" flashed through my mind. What an incomprehensible, gross fairy tale.
よし、早速頑張るぜ。
He began doing push-ups. Good luck. Leaning out the window, I hung the sheet on the clothesline. Having pinned it up, I set my foot on the sash bar again. Huh? Something that was white and fluttering. I recalled Komari-san's words. A sheet? Hey, I kind of just said laundry or something, right? Or like clothes that was white of a person on the roof, sort of just drying their laundry. It could be a sheet, but what? A hung-out sheet. A roof. Something white and fluttering on a roof. Could it really just be like actual laundry hanging on the roof? Just there to dry? I had witnessed that scenery too. A hospital roof. Hospital roof? A sheet on a hospital roof? No matter how I think about it, it seems right. I couldn't figure out any other facility where bed sheets might be hung on the roof, or where Komari-san might have gone many times when she was little.
おい、そろそろ飯だぞ。
I mean, I'm guessing. I actually never thought about that, considering a hospital is a huge facility, right? It's a huge building, and it uses plenty of bed sheets for all of its patients there. So I guess I never even thought about that. Maybe it's only a thing they do in Japan, but I guess they could hang out their bed sheets to dry on the roof. You can go without me.
なんだよ。また寂しいこと言うな。最近の息はもう。
You make it sound like we were dating before or something. Calm down, dude. Like, I'm sorry, but like this happens when you find, you know, a girl that you're interested in. You'll come to learn that later, Masato, okay? If you ever fall in love with someone. He left the room, murmuring to himself. If my guess is right, her brother may be already dead. Uh-oh, that's not a good guess. No. There was the possibility that he was still alive. And there was some reason why he couldn't show himself to Komari-san. Maybe... couldn't show himself? Like, what? The only thing I can possibly think of is if he had, like, massive burns, and if he's unrecognizable, or maybe he even got, like, plastic surgery done or something? That he doesn't even look like, how Komari remembers him before? But yeah, I'm guessing something bad must have happened to him. Either way, I mean it has to, right? Otherwise we wouldn't think of a hospital. And a hospital is, a hospital is never associated with happy thoughts, okay? Always with bad thoughts and bad memories. Either way, the smell of death lingered in my mind. It might be better if we don't find him. Like, even if you go to the hospital, get a surgery, and your surgery is successful, right? The way you'll think back on the hospital, or when you see a hospital, is like, oh shit, when I went there last time, I got a surgery, this, that, I could have died, this, that, you know? You never think like, oh, I'm so glad, oh, I'm so happy to see a hospital when I went there. They saved my life. You might think that when you see like a specific surgeon, but not the hospital itself. I feel like everybody just looks at the hospital as a, not an evil building, but just, they associate it with bad things. Somehow, I couldn't help but think that. Anyway, I shouldn't tell her about this idea. Whew. Yet, there wasn't anything certain about him. What she had said was right. It might all be real, but it might all be a dream. I know one person who should know what's real and what's not. It came down to having to ask Kojiro-san after all. Never mind the attitude he had displayed the other day. He was certainly suspicious enough. Yep, I feel like if there's an actual person that knows more, it has to be Kojiro-san, right? Because he's a Kamikita too. I mean, it could maybe be like Komari's actual parents, but considering we haven't seen them in the story, I'm just assuming that we don't have access to them, right? We can't just go to them and ask them. Whereas with Kojiro, we, to some extent, at least know him and can ask him. Problem is, I'm pretty sure he won't tell me everything so easily. In the first place, I'd gotten involved in a family matter. That was never a good thing to do. Nevertheless, finding out the truth would be meaningful. If he was alive, then Komari-san could meet him again. But even if he wasn't, I could still hide it from her. No, either choice would be just my self-gratification. Wait, what? If he wasn't, we could still hide it from her? No. I feel like if we find out that, like, her brother is actually dead, I feel like it's something that we have to tell Komari. Because I feel like she has this... Whenever she dreams about him, she has this feeling that, like, he exists, or at least, yeah, that he still sort of exists, and that... Or maybe part of her might think that he's dead too, right? But if you don't know for certain, you're always gonna hang on to that hope of, like, maybe he's still alive, maybe someday I'll see him. And if we know for certain that he isn't alive anymore, it's kind of cruel for her to keep having that false hope, right? So we'd have to make her, I guess, sort of face reality in that sense. But yeah, I don't think we're there yet. In the end, I was determined to go visit Kojiro-san the next day. I mean, he could still be alive. At least, I was certain of what I wanted to do now. Komari-san and I were having lunch on the roof. Another beautiful day. Right. Well, the weather doesn't seem to show it. Uh-oh. Then we better enjoy today. Ah, I completely forgot about that. And we wouldn't be able to spend lunch times here when it rains. Yeah, not a big fan of rain either. She sighed heavily. Even you have things you dislike? Name them, name all of them. Why would you ever think of eating boiled grasshoppers? Although they probably are a good source of protein. It seemed like I had been biased toward her. Just like she had always said, she was just an ordinary girl. Except that she was the owner of eyes that could see things better than others. Well, too bad we won't be able to have lunch up here. Ah, damn. Can't we put like a parasol up here or something, right? That we can still kind of come here, but we can just chillax here on the roof without getting wet from the rain? Just sort of have an area, right, where we can hide under the rain from. I mean, on the left there you kind of see like a little roof, or at least something that would cover us from the rain, but I don't think it's like big enough. Ah, nah, that's not enough space. Me too. We're just in sync, you know? Her cheeks turned red in embarrassment as she spoke. Her way of thinking was too weird to follow sometimes. Sweet potato pie? Thanks. She split the pie in two and gave me one of the halves. Yeah, it's great. She also appeared happy with her pie. A smile really did suit her best. By the way, can we talk about the dream again? The one about something white and fluttery. You remember, right? Oh god. You don't remember? I mean, that's what happens with dreams, right? The more time has passed by, the less you remember about the dream. Yeah, I don't blame her for not remembering. But you remember dreaming of your brother, don't you? You want to meet him?
会えないって寂しいよ。でもどうやって探せばいいのかもわからないし。
I see. I couldn't tell her that he might be dead already. At least not yet. Not until we know for sure. After school.
リキ、今日は練習。
We do?
なんだよ、忘れてたのか？
We haven't practiced once since like the match was ended. I've got something else to do.
最近のお前は本当俺たちのこと考えてるのかよ。寂しいじゃねえか。
God damn it, Masato. Sorry, I can't tell you about it right now, but I need to have it done as soon as I can. So I can't join you guys today. When I said so, look, Rin hit me. Ah, that hurts. Ugh.
さっさと行ってこい。薄なら飛んな。
Ah, what? With that, she rushed away. Huh?
さっさと用事済ませてこいってことじゃないか？
Okay, I guess. Kyousuke. He appeared out of nowhere.
別に練習参加は強制じゃない。大事なようならさっさと片付けてけ。
Okay. I wasn't sure if things would go so smoothly, though. Are we going to Kojiro? Yeah. I left the school and headed to the nursing home. When I told the woman at the counter that I was here to see Kojiro-san, she dealt me with it genially. She said it was very rare for young people like me to come here. I hope so. I rather doubted it, though, because he was kind of an unusual person himself. I explained to her that I knew where his room was, and started there. The door of his room was closed like before, and it had a somehow intimidating air about it. I knocked on the door. No reply. Kojiro-san? I opened the door. I'm ready for the shouting. Here it comes. There it is. Oh my god, I took out my earbuds a couple of centimeters away from my ears and I still heard him very clearly. Whoa! I took a step back. Is that just you trying to scare the shit out of anybody that just opens your door? Do you always intimidate people when they try to enter your room? I mean, I knocked on your door. That's kind of asking permission. I'm pretty sure I even said your name. You ignored me. I did call your name. But why? But what if I don't feel energetic? I really don't want to. Okay, I'll try. Alright, we'll make it our most energetic, happiest voice ever, okay? I returned to the hallway. Howdy! Riki Naoe here! Kojiro-san, I came to see ya! I yelled out in a loud voice. Was that enthusiastic enough for you, buddy? The gazes of the people around felt like needles on my skin. Really? Really? Yeah, you did a good job there, son. Understood. I got into the room. I'm very grateful for your words. Thank God, I couldn't fake that long enough. You made me do this just for entertainment? Little time left? Damn, dude. I imagine an old man like you will live for another 80 years. Considering how happy he looks right now, yeah. Didn't you just call yourself an old man? You called yourself an old man! You just called yourself an old man, didn't you? I give up. But I'm surprised you remember me. I mean, you know, he may have treated us a little bit meanly, roughly. You could also say like shit, but you know what? This is the thing, right? Normally he doesn't let anybody in ever. So I feel like we made ourselves memorable for him. He guffawed again. And I'm also surprised that your room got so messy so fast. Dude, what the
この
hell?
方が落ち着くんじゃ。
We spoke while I was cleaning the room. But what if trash takes over even your sleeping space? You should have your room clean.
ほう、貴様は小僧のくせにわしの連れと同じようなことを言う。
I don't know what you're thinking, but I'm definitely not gonna marry you, dude. You mean Komari-san? I recall that he had said his wife used to have the same name as the girl.
古い話よ。
He brought it up, right? This is a perfect segue for us to sort of start asking him questions about the Kamikita family slash Komari. Maybe if he knows even a Takuya. He's the one that brought it up, so I won't seem like I only came here just to ask him that.
年を取ると無駄に多弁になっていかん。
He murmured as he turned his back to me. As I expected, he must be lonely. Kojiro-san,
なんじゃ、
why do you keep Komari-san away from you?
わしゃ女子供は嫌いじゃと言っておるに。
Nah, it's not for that reason. There's a more personal reason.
それに、あの娘はそれに似すぎておる。
Really? Really? I knew it. She is related to you after all. Uh-oh, here we go. Here we go. He fell silent. There aren't that many people out there whose last name is Kamikita. Last name is the family name.
だとしたらどうする？
I want you to tell me about her brother. Silence again.
あの娘に何かあったか？
Huh? Not really, but she told me he keeps showing up in her dreams over and over again. And she wants to meet him. I know it's rude to ask you like this, but finding him would be the only thing I can do for her. The fact that he's considering it, and even that means he's acknowledging his existence at least, right? That's what it sounds like at least. He drew in a
小
breath.
僧はどこまで知っている？
That's about it, I guess. Honestly, I don't know anything at all. However, it seems the hospital might have something to do with him. And if so, he may already...
なるほど。
Uh-oh. He closed his eyes and
そ
stiffened.
の病院とはここのことだ。
This? What do you mean this is that hospital? What?
小僧、
This nursing home?
ただ
Yes.
の親切心のつもりならばそれ以上関わるな。
But...
事実はおそらく小僧の考えている通りじゃ。
It's a bad truth, right? It's one of those truths where you're just like, oh shit, it may have been better not to know in hindsight, but you can't unknow.
そしてできればそのことをあの子には伝えんでやってくれ。
Is it that bad? I mean, I can understand him wanting to protect her, but doesn't she also have some right to know? What I was imagining. I promise I won't. But why hasn't she remembered it? Maybe it was that traumatizing that she just... You know, sometimes if a memory is traumatizing to you, you just forget it. Or just, you know, it's just sort of been erased from your memories. Or not necessarily erased, but it's just like... It's in a place where you don't, I guess... Where it feels like you don't remember it, but it's still inside your memories or brain or whatever, right? You kind of know what I mean.
小僧、関わるなと言ったぞ。
He's warning us. Sorry, but you know I can't do that. Even though I'll say yes to him, you know I can't do that. I'm the male protagonist of this fucking story, okay? If I give up here, that means that, like, nothing interesting is probably gonna happen anymore. We need to figure out more about this. We want to solve this shit.
まあ、そういうことだ。小僧、つまらん話をしに来たな。
No, I'm sorry.
掃除は終わったか？
Yes.
今答えてやったのはその例と思え。
He didn't really answer much though, except the fact that he basically confirmed that, kind of what we already expected, right? The things that we expected, he just sort of confirmed that he is indeed related to Komari. I'm guessing then her grandfather? Or father herself, that's also possible, maybe? And she just had a younger mother or something? But I feel like it's very weird. It's very strange and very, I feel like that's something I've never ever seen before. It's possible, but usually if the mother has a certain name, the daughter doesn't get the same name, right? But with the father and son, that's something that's more likely to happen, right? Like, for example, the dad's name, right? If it's Kojiro, some parents might call their first son like Kojiro II or something, right? That's something that's it happened more before, right? In earlier centuries ago, whatever, right? But now that kind of sometimes still happens nowadays, because I see like, oh yeah, he's my successor or something, right? Whereas with daughters, that never really happens, which makes me think that probably, I mean, we don't know what the fuck happened with the wife either, right? It could be that Komari's name was maybe changed, or she was named Komari because the mother died, perhaps, like, let's say during childbirth, and in order to commemorate the mother slash wife of him, he called the daughter, his daughter, Komari as well. Like, that could be a reason, but it's I've never seen it before. That obviously doesn't mean that it's never the case or never happened. But I've never seen it where just like, yeah, the mother's name's Sarah, let's call the daughter Sarah as well. That's something that only happens with like boys and guys. But yeah, that's the one thing he confirmed, right? That he's related to her, and basically that the brother, something happened with the brother, and it's not a happy ending. It's not a happy story at all. Thank you. I bow my head to him.
また来い、小僧。
I'll come again next time. Probably with some more questions. I will. Next time, I will come with more fun topics. Yet again, I bowed my head and left the room. Our dorm room. Looking at the bedsheet hanging outside, I reminded myself of Kojiro-san's words. But if it's... He said that quote-unquote hospital is that place, the nursing home. But nursing home means that you go to a nursing home when you're incapable of, I guess, either taking care of yourself, right? It depends on your age, I guess, but either taking care of yourself or the people that you're living with are incapable of taking care of you. To the point where you kind of need sort of professional help in that sense, right? Professional medical help, something like that. So could the brother have had like a disease at a young age which caused him not to be able to live at home with his family and instead was moved into a nursing home at an early age? That seems like a likely possibility. So Komari-san's brother, Takuya Kamakita, was already dead after all. Telling her the truth would just make her sad. That would literally mean destroying her dreams. So it would be better for her to let Takuya-san remain as a character of her dreams. I don't know, I'm not sure if that's a healthy thing to do. But how come she didn't know he was dead? How come nobody let her know about it? They thought she would be too grieved? No, that can't be the reason. I was pretty sure Kojiro-san knew the reason. Although I suppose I shouldn't try to pry anything more from him. Either way, I should keep this to myself. Well, I guess it's alright now. Sorta. Yeah. Sure. There was no problem. So as long as I was the only one being troubled by this. That's what I told myself. I don't know if we're the person that needs to carry this burden, though, right? I'm not sure if we need to carry this burden. All of a sudden, she called out my name in an unusual, powerful voice. Yes? You're asking me out again, Komari? For reasons unknown, she seemed tense as a flagpole. Well, no, I don't. Komari? She never bored me this one. It really sounds like she's on the verge of asking me out. Yeah? What? Don't forget what? She bent down, cradling her head in her arms. It was genuinely fun watching her act. I should calm down? She meaninglessly pointed at me. No, you should calm down, Komari-san. We go where? Go where? Oh, she did ask me out. Whoa! She actually did ask me out on a date. Wow, such a brave girl taking the first step. I could understand how she was feeling, but I felt that being that bashful was more embarrassing in itself than asking somebody out. Well, it was very Komari-san though. Sure, why not? Where would we go? On all accounts, you being way too nervous. Like an actual date, right? You're really asking me out like that? Maybe it's because we see, if you see someone like really nervous, that usually calms yourself down, right? Because just like, even if I get nervous, it doesn't help the situation, and I won't get more nervous than the other person. So there's literally no point in me getting nervous. In fact, I could do nothing but calm down when I was with somebody else feeling that embarrassed. You're fine, you're fine. She took a deep breath and composed herself. Good. So where are we going? A lake. Ah. Okay. What lake? Damn, she planned this out properly. We gotta take a train? Okay. What is there? Your memories? On Saturday, the plan was to meet up at the school gates and then head out to the station together. I'm leaving. I just every time we go somewhere, it's just like Masato. You know what this reminds me of? It's like a jealous housewife or something, right? Every time we go to work, it's like, where you going? You're gonna leave me alone again? We haven't spent any time together as of late, Riki. How dare you leave me alone again? Well, just out to have fun, I guess. It was kind of embarrassing saying that I was going on a date. It's like you're having fun without me, huh? Sorry, can't take you. Sorry, honey, it's a business trip, okay? Why don't you go do some weight training like always? Yes, you do. Look, those dumbbells seem amazingly heavy. Why don't you try them? Yes, it will. It works. It's gonna work. I guided his hands to the dumbbells. You are, Masato, you are. And then I made him lift and lower them. Come on, don't you feel like the power? Don't you feel the stress that it puts on your muscle? That good old feeling of, you know, exercising? Come on, shake him like the shake weight. Oh yeah, you feel that? Feel the burn, Masato, feel the burn! There we go. Alright, time to sneak out. Thank God he was a muscle idiot. Yeah. You too, Masato. Then I'll be off. Telling him not to forget to lock up. I left the room. Damn. Oh, it's so easy and fun to fool him. I seem to be 5 minutes ahead of the appointed time. I checked the time with my cell as I walked up to the school gate. Is she there already? Unlike last time, Komari-san had already arrived. Whoa, what is she wearing? Oh, wrong button. I always keep pressing right click. What the hell is that? That's like a maid uniform. Or like a ball dress? A ball dancing dress or something? Did I keep you waiting? I guess she's just very properly, almost like overdressed for like a first date, right? Like if we were going to like a fancy restaurant, I'd be like, alright, that makes sense, I guess. But damn, dressed like this when we just go to a lake on our first date? Wow. Uh-huh. Was that the sole reason she had come here before me? Just so she could say that? Looking at her outfit too, she seemed to have put great effort into preparing for this date. Oh, I was just looking at your clothes. It takes a little to get used to, I think. Not necessarily weird. No, not at all. You look great in that. I kinda like the dress, but I feel like, at least on like the upper part of it, I feel like it kinda has way too much of the frills. Just a little too much. Other than that, it looks great. She looked vaguely like a doll in that frilly dress. It really suited her. Compared to what I was wearing, however, her clothes were way too flashy. Okay. She grabbed my hand. Uh-oh, holding hands together. I was feeling a little awkward now. We walked down to the station. Yeah. Still makes her embarrassed. Figures. Just take it easy. You should act like you always do. Just another normal day hanging out with Riki. I feel like she's putting too much emphasis on the date part. Me neither. It wasn't really a date though. At least in a common route. In her route it kinda was. I don't really think those times count as dates. Well, going out with Rin meant going out with Kyousuke, Masato, and Kengo too. Of course I've gone out with Rin alone too, but I wouldn't really call it a date. I guess if you just call any one-on-one time going to a place with the opposite gender or a gender that you could, a person that you could like, if you count as experience of a date, then maybe. I'll try. Well, that was what was going to happen, even without her asking me. That's because I'm a man who likes to be in charge, okay? We arrived at the station, bought tickets, and got onto the platform. We had to wait for the train to arrive. Homemade cookies? Wow. You can eat in trains, right? I'm pretty. You can definitely eat in trains because I remember they always have like a person like carrying a little cart or like a backpack that has like snacks and coffee in it or tea in it to offer to people to sell. Like she said, we were the only ones here on the platform. Yeah, I'll have some. Apparently, snacks always accompanied her wherever she went. But at some point you get like the sugar crash. Huh? Do I look ill? I do? I don't really feel like it. You don't have to worry. Okay. She grinned. The reason why I was feeling down must have been because I can't stop thinking about her older brother. I had learned that the brother Komari-san wanted to meet was already dead. Do we know that for certain though? Like, we assume that, but Kojiro didn't explicitly say it. He just said that the story ends in a bad way. The way you think it is probably how it is, but he said probably, and he doesn't even know exactly what we think, right? It could just be that I don't know, maybe comatose, that's a possibility, or just bedridden as well, without just ever having the ability to leave the bed. That's another possibility. I don't know, but it could just be also just there are other possibilities that doesn't necessarily mean dead, but are still really, really bad, right? And I wouldn't necessarily exclude those. Looks like not so many people used to train at this hour on holidays, and there was yet again nobody but us in the cabin. We too were sitting next to each other when we were having a leisurely conversation. Huh? Something I saw through the windows caught my attention. That's odd. The view flew past in an instant, but I felt like I just saw the exact same scenery I'd seen a minute ago. Well, I felt like I was seeing the same view over and over again when I looked out. It reminded me of a racing game's background images that repeated themselves in a loop. Deja vu, you mean? Deja vu? No, I don't think so. I think it's called deja vu. I recalled why Kyousuke had told me before, or what he had told me before. When he visited somewhere he'd never been, he sometimes ran into the same scenery he had seen a long time ago, someplace else. Did I just experience that? Well, it might not be such an unusual thing to occur. It must only have been that I saw familiar-looking scenery and confused it. I set aside that weird experience, huh? Okay. We got off at the right station and proceeded to the bus stop. However, reading the timetables, we discovered that we'd have to wait a while for the next bus. Bad timing apparently. You just want to walk there? But is the lake even nearby? Okay, well, we can walk that far. Let's go. Bus stops aren't that far, usually. It'll probably be less than an hour. Say, Komari-san, can you tell me about your memories? Finding them was supposed to be the reason why we came here. The lake held Komari-san's memories. Oh, and during your childhood you used to play at the lake or something? Did maybe like an accident occur at the lake with her brother? Really? She was trying desperately to remember her older brother. I gazed up. There was a tall, white building between the mountains. It looked like a hospital. I wonder, could that be the hospital where her brother passed away? Probably not. Because Kojiro-san implied that her brother used to be held at the facility he, Kojiro-san, was now staying at. Yeah, that's what he said. Then, is that place... No, nothing. Nothing like that. Can I have a snack? I know you do. She will never run out of snack. She handed me a box of Pocky! Fucking weed food. Should I tell her the truth? No, I'd better not dwell on that now. It's probably the reason I looked down. I took a piece of Pocky into my mouth and broke it between my teeth. I rolled the piece around in my mouth until the chocolate melted. I always do that too. Komari-san, are you sure this is the right way? Alright, I'll trust your instincts. But you said you didn't remember well. She's just going by feel, you know? The lake is actually like pulling her in. I see.
綺麗なんだよ、湖。リキ君と見たら楽しいだろうなーって思ったから。
She smiled broadly. At her thoughtful remark, I cheered up a little despite myself.
リキ君も笑顔が一番。
Well, same goes for you.
ずっと笑顔でいられるっていうのが一番の幸せだよ。
Right. I agree. Once again, I returned her smile. We entered a smaller, secluded forest path. After a 5-minute walk, the surroundings gradually began to clear up. Are we there?
そうみたい。
Let me see. Let me see the beautiful lake. That's the sky. As we left the forest path behind, I raised my eyes to the sky. The light was so bright it blinded my eyes. Great weather. I believe I had the same thought in the morning, huh? Wasn't it supposed to be rainy season? But this time I could really feel it with my whole being. If this was what Komari-san called seeing things better, I have to thank her.
リキ君、ボート屋さんがあるよ。
She shouted from a short distance ahead of me. Let's go on one. Why don't we? I mean, yeah, I actually didn't think about this. Like, we were going to a lake. Like, what were we gonna do at the lake? For some reason, like, maybe swimming came to mind, but I don't even think we brought swim clothing or something like that. And I don't think we came here to swim either. So luckily they have a boat. Aww. We were seated in a boat facing each other. She looked so happy. She was humming happily and tapping her fingers to the rhythm. Looking at her made me break into a smile as well. Just watching her doing that was enough to put me in a merry mood as
なんだ
well.
か貸し切りみたいだね。
That's right. I couldn't see any other people around but us. Why not? This place is certainly beautiful enough to visit. Is it a great hidden spot only a few people know about? Or is it cursed? Anyways, it's naturally way better than it being crowded in here. I gazed at the lake again. The surface of the blue lake was a mirror of the sky. Wind gently rippled the surface, and the water reflected the bright shine of the sun in a shining sparkle. Beautiful, I murmured.
とっても綺麗だよね。リキ君も気に入ってくれたかな。
Certainly.
よかった。やっぱりリキ君なら分かってくれる。
She spoke bashfully. I rowed the boat toward the center of the lake. This is pretty tiring.
一休みする？
Yeah, like we can just float here for a while, right? Yeah. I took my hands off of the oars and rotated my wrists. And I looked at Komari-san. She was staring intently at the water's surface. Komari-san?
何？
What are you looking at?
お魚さんが泳いでますよ。
Oh, really? Is the water that clear we can see the fishies? Really? Let me see. I also peered into the water. There were shadows moving deep under the surface. I found them.
わー、いっぱいいる。
Lots and lots of fishies. She seemed completely fascinated by
餌と
them.
かお店で売ってたよね。買っておけばよかったな。
You really like watching fishies and such, huh?
うん、大好きですよ。
She quickly resumed staring at the fishes. Hey, why don't you give them a snack?
それはダメだよ。湖が汚れちゃう。
But don't you just eat the snack, right? It's not like it's gonna pollute the water. They just eat the snack. True. I regretted my suggestion.
汚れちゃったら何も見えなくなっちゃうからね。それでもそこの方は見えないけど。
I feel like, yeah, the tragedy or whatever somehow happened at the lake or something, right? Did he drown or something? No, if you drown, you're just instantly dead, right? Or at least, yeah. Drowning implies that you're dead, right? If you drowned. Past tense, that means you died while drowning. If the water were clean, the lake would look even more beautiful.
あ
Yeah.
なたの目がもう少しほんのちょっとだけ見えるようになりますよ。
What do you mean? Like, see things better at the bottom? Try to see through the muddiness or something, or the dirtiness at the bottom? The same line she had said before. She talks in such a cryptic way. No, it'd be pointless if only my eyes grew better. I want to share what I see with you.
ああそうだね。私の目も見えるようにはなってほしいな。
She cast another glance at the water's glittering surface. There was a sad tint in her eyes. I suspected it was because they were trying to see that which she had forgotten. Even though her eyes are much better than mine, what she was attempting to see was not so easy to see. Rather, I didn't think it could be seen. Let me ask something. You want to remember your older brother, don't you? Poor girl.
できればね。
But what if you found out by remembering him that you can't see him anymore? Wouldn't that be meaningless?
意味はあると思うよ。
It's sort of like, for her right now, I feel like her brother is just sort of it's still a chapter in her book or something, right? If you were to like use that analogy, I suppose. But if she at least knows that he died, then she can kind of close that chapter or put an end to that. Whereas now it's just still open, right? It still makes her question, it still makes her think.
思い出して本当に会いたいのは昔の私。
Who I used to be? I'm guessing that event maybe like changed her a lot as a person?
なくし物は寂しいよ。使い古しの消しゴムをなくしちゃっても私は一晩しょんぼりしてしまいます。
Aww.
だからなくし物は探すんだ。
I see.
ああ、でもやっぱり会ってみたいのかもしれない。よくわかんないや。そのあたりは。
What she has lost is probably never going to be found. I think she will cry if she finds that out. Just close your eyes and you won't see anything sad, Riki. Seeking something you lost and finding out you can't ever get it back, that's nothing but pointless. So what should I do for what I should do for her is cover up the truth from her. Then she wouldn't have to get depressed for no good reason. If you can't find him, I don't think you have to find him. I don't know, I really don't agree with that. Because the person is just going to keep wondering. The fact that they're already thinking about it means that they can't just put it to rest or just forget about it, right? It might be true that he only exists in your dreams.
それはそうだけど。
Finding out that he doesn't exist would make you much sadder. It's my opinion. So, can I be a substitute? I mean, a substitute for your brother. Don't worry, we'll be your Oni-chan, okay? Is that really what we're asking? Saying, if dreaming of him makes you happy, I want to take his place to make you happy until you next dream of him, and even after you dream of him. Am I asking for too much? This kind of does sound like we're asking her out, right?
わかんない。
No? Is it just me?
わかんないけど。なんかすごい嬉しいよ。どうしようどうしよう。本当になんかわかんないけど、ものすごい嬉しいよ。
Well, I did try my best to sound as cool as I could. Did it work? Did I sound cool? Her reaction was just as always.
リキ君、とってもかっこよかったです。
Yeah, mission accomplished.
なんかね、もうそれでもいいかなって思っちゃうくらい。
Really? She said it with a broad smile. I feel like this is only like a band-aid on the situation, like a temporary fix. Like, just forget about your brother for now. I'll fill that hole in your heart, right? But it's like, it's kind of like trying to shove or cram a puzzle piece into a spot where it just doesn't really fit, right? It might like fill some of the holes, some of the sections of it, but not everything. I'm sure this is for the best.
Riki-kun.
Yes?
隣座っていいかな?
Would that be wise? I feel like it's not wise to sit next to each other in a boat, right? Because then all the weight will be on one side, and then we'll kind of, you know, what's it called? Keep over? I don't know, but like the boat will just be imbalanced and floop. Sure, why not? She got to her feet. And the boat swayed to the side. Uh-oh. She instantly lost her balance. Oh no! Moving quickly, I grabbed her hand and I pulled her to myself. Don't worry, I got you. I got you, Komari. Trust me, I was more scared. You'd better be more careful. Seriously.
なんかリキ君に迷惑かけてばっかりだよ。
Don't worry, that's what I'm for, okay? To try and keep you out of as much trouble as possible. It's okay. I don't mind. I'm just doing what I want.
私もね、一緒かも。
I guess.
好きってことが幸せなんだと思うな。
I kind of like... I find it very... The way in like a lot of visual novels, how it goes when they sort of like confess to each other or let each other know that they like each other, is like it's like this very... It's kind of just standard way, right? It's just like, oh, they're very nervous and like they're very nervous about confessing to their like, I like you, blah, blah, blah. I feel like here they did a very good they just sort of showed it in a very kind of unique way, right? They didn't expressly like told each other like, I like you, will you date me, will you go out with me? I mean, Komari did ask us out on a date, but I felt like they just weren't that straightforward with it. They kind of said it in an indirect way while still both of them knowing exactly what they mean. It's kind of just, it makes it seem like they just sort of, it's that thing what Komari said, right? You understand me. And it kind of just feels like they're two people that are kind of very different from like, I guess, normal people, the normies. But they understand each other. They don't have to say everything in the exact same way normal people would to understand each other, right? That's just kind of how it feels to me, how it comes across to me. A shy smile lingered on her face during the rest of the date. Honestly, she was so bashful I didn't know what to do about it. Just seeing her smiling is such a good thing, though. At sunset, we were back at the dorm.
もう空オレンジ色だね。
We ran pretty late.
でも楽しかったよ。
Oh yeah, it was a lot of fun.
とっても楽しかったです。
I'm glad. She suddenly fell quiet. Komari-san? I'm not sure what so surprised her. Uh-huh. Let's go back. See you later.
リキ君。
Uh-oh. What do you want to do, Komari? Yeah?
大好きだよ。
Whoa, whoa, girl! Already thrown out the I love you?
じゃあね。
Whoa! She dashed away, damn! She must have been like waiting for a while to get that off her chest. Huh. This time, it was I who was surprised. Damn.